How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we're going to be focusing on 99 overall Willie Mays. Is he the best card of all time in MLB The Show's history? So let's go ahead and get right into it. Before we talk about some of the most electric players in Diamond Dynasty's history, we do have an updated schedule. We also have a brand new player program, an inning showdown, as well as a brand new postseason event once the championship series is over. Let me know who you think is going to win the World Series. But as far as the player program, it mentions a milestone flashback. I think we're going to get potentially a JD Martinez, maybe a milestone flashback for hitting multiple home runs in one game. But this could really be anybody. There are several players that have not gotten an upgraded diamond. I'm trying to think about players that could be at that 96, 97 overall range. And I think a pitcher, or at least an option for a pitcher that would be pretty cool to see, would be Marcus Stroman. I don't even know if he's reached any milestones in his career, but I think this Willie Mays card is in fact the best player we've ever seen in Diamond Dynasty. All around, I think some other content creators have talked about it as well. When I think about the best players in the history of MLB The Show, I think about Reggie Stalker from 2016, Ted Williams from 2016. We also have Carlos Beltran from 2017, Pepe Alazar from 2017. That's a made-up character. Does not really count. We have Ken Griffey Jr. and Babe Ruth, Immortal version from 2018. Willie Mays from 2019, as well as, I would say, Babe Ruth and Cody Bellinger in both 2019 MLB The Show 20 as well. Some of the best cards of all time. I think that Willie Mays is right up there, if not better than all of them. But there are a lot of people with a lot of stubs out there. They're willing to put up million stub orders for pretty much any brand new cards that come out. I just wanted to display each of these bosses, talk about their attributes. I didn't necessarily have the attributes in my last video because the developers revealed them on Twitter a little bit before they released them and after I had already made the video talking about what we are about to get. But let me know who you think is going to win the World Series. Let me know who you think we're going to get for a player program. And let me know if you think Willie Mays is the best card in MLB The Show's history. I think that is a valid point to bring up. I think that's an important thing to talk about. At the same time, though, we also have a lot of other content that we can talk about. We got the henchmen for this 8th inning program. Not typically players that I'm looking to use, but players that might be good budget options for some people. Could potentially be great for collections as well. This Troy Percival would be a great fit for my all-time Tiger squad. That's really the only thing I can think of. He does have great hits in K per 9, but not really the pitch mix I'm looking for in terms of a late game relief pitcher. We also have Ryan Klesko. This card is not a card I'm looking to use, but he is a prime card, and prime cards are fairly expensive in Diamond Dynasty, especially this year, MLB The Show 21. Mitch Garver, a couple flashback cards featured in this classic pack as well. I think we're going to get a finest collection. I think we might end up getting a finest Mike Trout. We're making a couple predictions in this video, but I have talked about that in the past. I'm just waiting for a better version of Mike Trout. We could, of course, get the MVP version, but we could also get a finest version that's essentially the same type of thing, just a different variation, a card that we've never seen before. I think that would be pretty cool. He might even have the live series active quirks that the 96 overall live series card that Mike Trout currently has in MLB The Show 21. But we also got this 96 overall Blake Trinan, and this card's very good. This is one card I'm definitely looking to pick up once he drops down a little bit in price. I'm waiting to pick up Willie Mays as well. I have about 600-something thousand stubs, and I'm willing to spend about half that on him, or maybe even $500,000, depending on what his price is going for. But I want to try and pick up a couple of these brand new cards. I'm not necessarily looking to grind out against the computer and play this postseason program, but I do think a couple of these postseason cards also have some value as well. This Jose Abreu has some pretty good contact, pretty good all-around first baseman. Not really someone I'd be looking to use, though, over anybody I have on my squad currently. Still cool, though. I think this concept is awesome for people that are just getting involved with MLB The Show. I think, if you want to try these cards out, go for it. But I don't think they're going to make your God Squad or make your end game roster in this game. But Rowdy Tellez, definitely a solid card. Kevin Giodil will probably use this player definitely likes him. I know he played for the Blue Jays. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm second guessing myself, but Randy Arozarena did get a card. Not the best card though. I mean, he does have 100 contact and power against both sides, lower vision, decent fielding. I just think he's a little bit better than this, but that's just my personal opinion. Not as good as the 99 overall, not even close. That's for sure, but it is a 98 overall postseason card from this year. Definitely solid. 98 overall Jock Peterson, 100 contact, 125 power, solid all around. I wouldn't use this card against lefties, but you're mainly going to face right-handed starting pitchers anyway. Here's a left-handed starter that is not very good. 108 hits per 9, 87 K per 9. He doesn't have any of the meta pitches in the game. He does have a sweeping curve, which is a little bit more rare. Especially in this year's game, they usually give people just a regular curve or a knuckle curve like this. Lance McCullers is all right. 110 hits per 9, 103 K per 9. This card will locate pretty well. 89 control. Not the greatest walks per 9. I don't know. I probably wouldn't use this card either. He does have a couple of the meta pitches. This Logan Webb, however, is a card that I think will be effective. He does have 103 walks per 9 with 89 control. When you parallel him up a little bit, that will increase, that PAR region or where they're about to throw the pitch. I think the 117 hits in K per 9 or 117, 114 definitely speaks for itself. 125 pitching clutch is good. That card's going to be able to die. He should be all right. I think a couple people were using him in the Fall Classic tournament that's going on currently. We also have a 99 overall Kike Hernandez, and this card is pretty valuable because I would only use him as a pinch hitter, and he does have this unique active live series quirk that gives him a little bit of a boost when he's pinch hitting. It gives a boost to pretty much everything. His exit velocity, his PCI size, his contact, even though it maxed out at 125. You don't have a PCI penalty when you're using him off the bench. And that's a good card to have. I don't think a lot of people recognize what that quirk exactly does. It's similar to a quirk like Dead Red or Night Player. I think it has more of an effect than Night Player, but not as much of an effect as Dead Red, if that makes sense. Like, if you're playing at night, you are going to get an increase in all those attributes, but you're not going to notice it as much as you would when you're using a player that has the pinch hitter quirk or situational hitter. When they're hitting with a runner on third base with less than 2 outs, they do get an increased PCI size. It's noticeable a little bit more than Night Player or Day Player or any of those quirks that give you a little bit of a boost, but it doesn't seem like it gives you as much of a boost. But that's going to do it for this video. We are preparing to pick up Willie Mays. I want to try him out in like Battle Royale or something, but I haven't been able to play the game as much. I've been extremely busy, so I might just wait for his price to drop down, pick him up, and try him in ranked seasons. Hopefully you enjoyed. Peace out.